Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening, and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Michael Germain. The Valley View Mall in La Crosse is closed. This Thursday, the mall posted on their doors that the mall would be closed due to maintenance issues. News 8 received an anonymous tip regarding the mall's closure. The tipster says there has yet to be word on when it will open again. Several stores remain open, including JCPenney, Barnes & Noble, and Who Hot Mongolian Grill. To get the latest updates on the mall closure, you can visit the Valley View Mall's Facebook page. The Big Lots in La Crosse and Menominee Falls are closing their doors. Big Lots is closing more than 30 locations in the United States. This comes after the company faced a significant financial loss of $205 million in the first half of 2024. CEO Bruce Thorn says that the company experienced a significant decline in sales due to reduced consumer spending.
It was a gorgeous Saturday out there, a little bit warm, but definitely a little bit cooler than we've felt just because we don't have those really high dew points. So that humidity really wasn't a huge factor today with our dew points sitting in those low 60s and very few clouds in the sky, very sunny conditions. So it was a gorgeous Saturday if you got to get out there and enjoy it. Now, I do have a little spoiler if you can see on the top of your screen for the rest of the forecast. There is some rain that's going to pass through this evening. We're thinking it'll hold off until we get into those overnight hours, so your evening outings shouldn't be affected too much. Current temperatures right now, still warm out there, 86 in La Crosse, 82 Eau Claire, and then mid 80s everywhere else, even a couple 70s out there. So it's cooling down fairly fast. Again, those dew points really weren't a huge factor today. If it was 86, it felt like 86. We didn't really have to deal with the crazy heat index out there. So it was a wonderful day, although we are still a little bit above average, but this is the type of weather that we really should be experiencing for this time of year. So definitely enjoy it for now because it's going to be similar as we get into the night and then going into tomorrow too. Another gorgeous evening until we get into next week, and then we're going to have that cooler weather. So that's a great sign if you're not a fan of the heat like me.
Oh, for sure. Definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Nicole, thank you. Vice President Kamala Harris will be making a stop in Eau Claire as part of a battleground tour. Harris will be accompanied by her running mate, who has not been announced yet. Wisconsin is just one stop on Harris's tour. She'll also visit Detroit, Savannah, Georgia, and Las Vegas. Her visit to Eau Claire is scheduled for August 7th. Habitat for Humanity is helping transform one home at a time throughout the region. Today, members in Eitzen, Minnesota are working on a remodel house, putting up an attached garage, laying out the walls and basic framing. The original owners of the house wanted a new one built, so they sold the house to Habitat for Humanity, but kept the property. The construction supervisor says he genuinely enjoys meeting and working with people from all walks of life.
I didn't grow up in construction myself, but I am a people person. I grew up around that type of thing. So you see all sorts of people. Everybody's new, and I love teaching them, and they love learning things. So everybody shows up with a smile on their face, and you leave learning something new every day.
The house will be given to a single mother and her 2 children. Officials anticipate the home will be completed within the next 3 to 4 months. The second annual Parade of Gardens was held this afternoon in La Crosse. It's a chance for the community to showcase the variety of gardens in the area. The event featured 7 private gardens, 3 public gardens, and 1 nature walk up on the Apple Blossom Overlook. The program coordinator says it's a wonderful opportunity to expand your gardening knowledge.
There are so many people who enjoy gardening and bring their knowledge to not only showing people their gardens, but as well as the visitors who come who get a chance to bring their knowledge as well and to learn about various gardening methods.
Besides the gardens, there was plenty of fun to be had. Attendees enjoyed a vendor market and educational classes at various garden sites. This weekend in Onalaska, the excitement is in full swing as Community Days kicked off on Friday. The celebration began yesterday at the Onalaska American Legion grounds, offering a fantastic array of activities for families and kids. Some of the activities included a bounce house for the little ones, live music, and even bingo. One volunteer says his favorite part of the festival is the live music.
I'm kind of an entertainment junkie, so I love the live music, but also I've eaten my fair share of the food truck food, and then today I got a chance to have my kids come down here and spend a couple hours with me and walk around, and they got to go on the trolley and do all sorts of other fun stuff.
Officials expected today anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 people attended Community Days. This year they're celebrating 20 years of community festivities. Presidential rallies continue with less than 100 days until the 2024 presidential election. Stay with us. That's up next.
They don't clock out at 5 or care if it's the weekend. That means we keep working too.
So when Eric Hovde says that farmers don't work hard, that pisses me off.
Think of farming. Look at the old physical toil that it would take on your body. Now you're largely driving around a tractor.
A California banker criticizing Wisconsin farmers for not working hard? We know what that is.
Eric Hovde, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
A lot has changed since the Overhead Door Company installed its first door in 1921. One thing that hasn't, our commitment to quality. We set the standard a century ago with the first motorized garage door, and we have not stopped innovating since. Today, you can build your dream door with the DoorView app, and with the OHD Anywhere app, you can control your new door from anywhere. So next time you need a repair or replacement for your garage door, look for the red ribbon and trust 100 years of experience, Overhead Door Company.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain, and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if arch supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
The Make It Ford summer sales event is on. So make it your best summer ever with Ford. Get your ideal combination of power and capability. And experience hands-free highway driving technology with Ford Blue Cruise, available on select vehicles. It's the Make It Ford summer sales event, so make it yours. Make it now. Get up to $7,400 in total savings on a new 2024 Ford F-150. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Former President Donald Trump is taking the stage in Atlanta Saturday for a rally with his VP pick, J.D. Vance. Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris, the presumptive Democratic nominee, is busy this weekend as she works to choose hers. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand reports from Washington.
Former President Donald Trump returns to Georgia Saturday to rally in the pivotal state he lost to Joe Biden in 2020. Trump is holding Saturday's event with his running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, just days after Vice President Kamala Harris rallied at the same Atlanta arena.
He took a bullet for this country and didn't miss a single day of work. Now, he did that in 1 month. Just imagine what he's going to do with 4 more years. Ain't that right?
CBS News has learned that Harris, who has secured enough delegate votes to win the Democratic nomination, is holding meetings this weekend with the top prospects for her VP pick.
We are going to win this election.
The contenders include Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, and Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. Next week, Harris is slated to travel to 7 battleground states with her new running mate.
I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage.
Tuesday in Atlanta, Vice President Harris challenged Trump to debate, but now there's debate over when and where it will happen. Trump overnight on social media said he'll debate on Fox News on September 4th. The Harris campaign says it will stick with the ABC debate scheduled for the following week, previously agreed upon by Trump before President Biden exited the race. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
In a social media post, Donald Trump said the purported Fox News debate would be on September 4th. Mortgage rates plunged to the lowest level in over a year. The reason why when we return.
These warm temperatures will stick around as we get into Sunday, but we do have a chance for some heavier rain showers come Monday. I'll have all the details coming right up.
Cooley Bank Mortgage, your local lender for over 60 years. Cooley Bank offers a variety of home mortgage options, including home equity loans, new construction loans, and loans for investment properties. Visit our website to apply and get started with a local lender today. Cooley Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We've all seen these ads by Senator Baldwin attacking me. She's lying to you. But that's what career politicians do when they get in trouble. The truth? I was born and live in Wisconsin. I've never run a nursing home. And of course I believe seniors should vote. The false attacks are going to keep coming because she has nothing to run on. Her record has failed us on inflation, the border, and crime. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message for this reason. It's time for change.
Earn now, spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Blaine's Bucks event. Now through August 11th, rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $100 spent in store. Redeemable just like cash August 15th through the 28th. Start earning today on 14-ounce tubes of Blaine's brand automotive grease, just $1.89 for rewards members. And 40-pound bags of Blaine's wild bird food, $16.99. Rewards members save an extra $2. Start earning Blaine's Bucks now to spend later at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Enter to win over $1 million in giveaways. The 50th anniversary sale at Home Furniture.
T-Mobile coverage in my area is wonderful.
We have 8 acres, and it gives you peace of mind to know that you're going to have a reliable signal.
We enjoy hiking. We enjoy the outdoors. The coverage has been great.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Celebrating 70 years, we're News 8 Now.
At Cooley Bank, we believe in the power of local banking. Here, you can expect tailored service, local expertise, and a commitment to helping our communities thrive. Experience the difference of local banking today because a deposit here is an investment here. Cooley Bank, member FDIC.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A nosedive on Wall Street to finish the week. The Dow Jones closing down more than 600 points after a new jobs report fell far below expectations. Brian Todd takes a closer look at the numbers.
Dave Flannery runs an apple orchard in Wisconsin and, like many Americans, has anxiety about how the economy is trending.
Things are really uncertain, not knowing what's going to happen with interest rates and what's going to happen with the whole economy.
And today, the uncertainty only grew. The U.S. government out with its jobs report, saying the economy added about 114,000 jobs last month, less than expected, and the unemployment rate is now the highest it's been since October of 2021.
It's another element of evidence on top of a long string of evidence that we've had that the labor market is softening. Consumers have been telling us for quite a while now that the job market isn't as hospitable for job seekers as it was a year ago, 2 years ago.
The job news sent the stock market tumbling today, but the market had already taken some serious hits in the few days prior to this report. Why?
The alarm that you see in the stock market and potentially among consumers is about worries that things could potentially get worse.
Inflation has fueled Americans' psychological fears about the economy. A Gallup poll taken last month found 7 in 10 Americans believe it's getting worse.
I got adult children now who are starting out, and how can they be able to survive with what it costs in today's world?
Inflation is really hitting a lot of people in a hard way.
American households are still understandably unhappy about the economic situation. A key reason for that is because that cart of groceries that used to cost them $100 now costs them $130.
And new questions are being raised about whether the Federal Reserve has waited too long to lower interest rates.
This puts even more pressure on the Federal Reserve to cut rates in September. Markets widely expect that the Fed will cut rates by at least a quarter point at its next meeting.
But analysts also say we shouldn't overreact, that the U.S. economy is still very strong.
Analysts say as far as other practical advice for the average American, try to curb spending a little for the next couple of months. Reevaluate big expenditures like trips or appliances, and especially try to avoid spending with credit cards until interest rates come down again. Mortgage rates plunged to the lowest level in over a year Friday. The dip came after a weaker than expected employment report. According to Mortgage News Daily, the popular 30-year fixed mortgage dropped to 6.4%. That is the lowest rate since April of 2023. The drop is dramatic because it started the week at 6.8%, and the 15-year fixed rate hit its lowest rate since May of 2023 and went down to 5.89%. Before you go to sleep tonight, you should check your mattress pad. Avocado Mattress is recalling over 55,000 of its organic cotton mattresses pads due to a fire hazard. The recall includes all sizes from twin to California king and were sold in both a standard pocket and deep pocket version. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the recalled mattress pads violate mandatory federal flammability regulation for mattress pads, posing a fire hazard. They were sold at Avocado stores nationwide and online from January 2019 through March of this year. No injuries have been reported. However, consumers are being told they should stop using them immediately and contact the company for a free replacement mattress pad. Well, today it certainly felt like those humidity levels have dropped compared to last weekend. With that, let's send it over to meteorologist Nicole Skalicksky for a look at our weekend weather forecast.
It was a gorgeous day out there. I'm really glad that I don't have to keep talking to you guys constantly about the heat index because we get a little bit of a break for that, but we did have some pretty big weather news that came out just over an hour ago, where Tropical Storm Debbie is now a tropical storm. It was just a tropical depression before, and so it is on track to make landfall on the west coast of Florida by Monday afternoon, and it will be forecasted to be a Category 1 hurricane by that point. So it still will be a hurricane, but the main concern with this is going to be those rainfall rates because it is a Category 1. Those wind speeds won't be nearly as high as some of the storms we've seen in the past, but look at these rainfall amounts. Charleston, South Carolina, sitting at over 10 inches of rain that is expected with this tropical storm. So it's definitely going to be a major event that we're going to be tracking over the next few days. But if we bring it back home, we won't be dealing with any rain amounts that big, although we do have some heavier rain forecasted to pass through the area on Monday. Until then, these warm conditions are going to stick around, but we are going to see a couple showers pass through the area tonight. So here's that line of storms. It's forecasted to get to about Eau Claire by around 9-10 p.m. and then it'll continue to make its way through our area. It weakens heavily though, so some of those heavier rain amounts could be up to the north, and then down here in La Crosse it shouldn't be more than a couple scattered sprinkles. There could be a few lingering showers as we get into those morning hours, very isolated showers that are mainly concentrated along I-90 into the south. Much of Sunday then is going to be pretty dry. There's a good amount of cloud cover though until we get into the early morning hours for Monday. That's when we can start to see that big amount of rain starting to creep over a little bit, giving us a good dusting of rain in the morning hours. And then we can see the main brunt of it right now is a little bit north of our viewing area. However, that could still shift south and give us a little bit more of a dumping, but we aren't too sure on the area that it's going to be passing over yet, but there is still time for it to shift. And then right now, as we see it Monday evening, we do have that chance of those stronger storms passing through, which is going to be the main factor in giving us those heavy rain amounts. Now again, the main risk with this setup is going to be those heavy rain amounts. We aren't expecting anything very serious quite yet in terms of hail or winds, but there could be a couple gusty winds with any strong storm that's going to be passing through. Now here are those rain amounts that I've been talking about. We're getting close to 2 inches in some areas, and there could definitely be some localized reports that could be even more than that, and that is just after that event on Monday. So it'll definitely be a lot of rain that comes with it. For the rest of the week though, only a couple chances for some sprinkles as we get throughout the week. A lot more pleasant weather than we've been experiencing too. Tonight though, with those chances of showers, it's going to bring a lot of cloud cover, keeping our lows a little bit higher in the upper 60s. Tomorrow again, this is our last big hot day because Monday we're really going to be around normal for our temperatures, staying in the upper 80s, but that humidity is going to be close to what we've been experiencing today. Now here's where we are right now. I wanted to show you this before we see that next 8-day forecast because we do have some pleasant temperatures, but I promise you that heat up will return after we see these 70s next week, upper 70s for the entirety of the week, and I'm really excited for it, and I hope you guys are too, but I promise if you're a fan of that heat, it'll come back, don't worry.
I don't think you can complain about 70s in August. I mean, that's ideal.
It's really nice.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Nicole, thank you. Coming up in sports, the Brewers look for a series win in Washington, D.C., plus season's on the line in Legion State tournament action from West Salem. Jacob's in next with sports.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The one thing Kamala Harris has always been: fearless. As a prosecutor, she put murderers and abusers behind bars. As California's Attorney General, she went after the big banks and won $20 billion for homeowners. And as Vice President, she took on the big drug companies to cap the cost of insulin for seniors. Because Kamala Harris has always known who she represents.
This campaign is about who we fight for. We believe in a future where every person has the opportunity not just to get by, but to get ahead. Where every senior can retire with dignity. But Donald Trump wants to take our country backward, to give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations and end the Affordable Care Act. But we are not going back.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Spring is here. Start saving early with new energy-efficient triple pane windows from your home improvement company. Call today and get buy 2 windows and get 2 free. That's right. You get top quality materials with stunning design options for 50% off. Double the value, double the savings. Schedule today and enjoy 0 money down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2026. Call for your in-home consultation today to take advantage of these great savings. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
Some lucky fan will win 4 Packers season tickets for 1 year, all because of Packers scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery.
But who will it be?
This could be Debbie's year.
That looks like someone who could win up to $50,000 in instant cash prizes.
But don't count out Tim.
Maybe he'll win one of the MVP tailgate experiences.
Then there's Raymond.
Legend.
4 Packers season tickets for 1 year could be his.
Or yours.
Ticket prices range from $1 to $10, available at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, as we continue our coverage of the State Legion Tournament, it was going to be a big day for action. The tune for the hosts was a little bit different as Post 51 was fighting for their postseason lives against Fort Atkinson. Loser heading home in this one. This was a heck of a game. No score until the bottom of the 3rd. Man in scoring position for Luke Baginski, and that's who the home side wants at the dish. 1-0 West Salem. Top 4, Fort Atkinson looking to respond with a man on 3rd. Trent Wilson is at the plate, and he comes through in the clutch, lifting that one just above the outstretched glove of Chris Calico. And we are all tied up again. Later in the inning, visitors looking to grab the lead, but it's athletic play off the mound by Will Schmidt. Catches the bunt and doubles off the runner at first. Then the counter punch from Post 51 in the 5th. Brendan Gelfie started off with a single, got over to 3rd, and Makibo Anderson drives him in with a sac fly. Hosts go back in front, and that's all the run support Will Schmidt would need. He pitched a gem today, and check out the help he's going to get here late in this one by Cone Moling out in right. Going to be a heck of a snag by that right fielder out there. Schmidt spins a complete game 4 hitter, allowing just 1 run, and West Salem advances to play tomorrow at noon. Elsewhere in Osseo, Westby Coon Valley kept their season alive as well as they knocked out the host team Osseo Post 324 in 6 innings. Along with the Bats producing 17 runs, Gavin Larson gets the win in 4 innings of shutout ball. And up in DeForest, between a battle of 2 area teams in a winner-go-home contest in softball action, West Salem slugged their way to an 11-run victory over Sparta. Also tonight, the Viroqua Post 138 softball team just kicked off a game with fellow 2-0 team Fall Creek, and in a few minutes, Onalaska Post 336 baseball will look to get to 2-0 as they face Beaver Dam. Meanwhile, the Brewers had an afternoon matchup with the Nationals. Let's check out how they fared. Not a good start for Milwaukee in this one. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Aaron Savali a pitch away from getting out of the inning, but gives up a home run to Travis Blankenhorn, who crushes one, or that one not a home run, almost a home run. That's over the head of Jackson Churio, and it scores 2. And here's the home run coming up here in the 3rd. Savali gives up another extra base hit, this one of the home run type. Luis Garcia Jr. exits the field of play for a solo blast, making it 5-0. Brewers score a few late to make this one interesting, but the early deficit is too much to overcome as they fall by 2. All right, that's sports. We'll be back after this.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com.
During Carl's grand reopening here in Eau Claire, dinner is on us.
And you are invited.
Join us on Thursday, August 1st at noon for a special ribbon cutting with the Chamber. Come see our newly remodeled store and enter to win prizes.
Save up to 40% on appliances.
Plus, get a free steak dinner for 2.
Save on grills, mattresses, and all TVs are on sale.
Plus, get a free steak dinner for 2. It's Carl's grand reopening here in Eau Claire.
We'll see you on Thursday. Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Start your adventure and get in a new Jeep at Pischke Motors La Crosse or Pischke Motors West Salem.
Make this the summer with a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Stop into Pischke Motors now to save over $6,000 off MSRP on select 2024 Grand Cherokees. The Grand Cherokee is ready for your next adventure and is a modern icon of style and strength with the power and confidence you know Jeep provides. Hurry in, this offer ends July 31st.
Start your search at Pischke.com and drive away in your new Jeep.
Jolivet Family Farms. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Jolivet's homegrown triple sweet corn is picked fresh daily. Join us Sundays 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our roasted sweet corn and charcoal brats. Jolivet's also features homegrown carrots, sweet onions, peppers, beets, cabbage, dill, tomatoes, cucumbers, blueberries, and so much more. Find distinctive crafts and decor. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, or pies from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Gonna have a gorgeous end to the weekend tomorrow. Very similar to what we saw today. High of 89. Great day to get out to the pool. If you don't have one, maybe go to the community pool, water park, any way to sit outside, because I think it'll be a little bit warm, but definitely if you can cool off in the water, it's a great way to spend it.
Definitely looking forward to those 70-degree temperatures.
It's gonna feel so cold.
Can't complain about that. Well, I want to thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. We'll see you at 10.